Alright, so this is going to be a tutorial for the Ocarina of Time Shadow Temple boat key skip. I just learned this trick myself today, but I feel like it's rather easy when you know every single detail along the way. And that was the problem I had when learning this trick was I had to go through a plethora of like 10 different videos just to find a detail here, a detail there, a detail there, and put it together myself. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make this as detailed as possible and put this whole trick from start to finish in one video. So basically, right after you fight Dead Hand and right after you get the hover boots, you're going to be in this position with the chest open, and what you're going to do is you're going to Z target the chest so that way you're in the center. Make sure that keyhole is right in between his knees. You don't want to be too far to the left and you don't want to be too far to the right. It's not exactly precise, but this is kind of a general guide to be in the middle. What we're going to do here is we're going to ESS to the right 90 degrees. Just like so. Retarget. And from this position, we are going to side hop to the left and then roll forward without retargeting. Boom, boom. Still holding target the entire time. Notice how he rolls past, and as soon as he goes past the chest, he goes a little bit to the left. That's exactly what we're looking for. So from this position, we are going to get a more precise angle. There's a couple different setups, but my favorite setup for this one is just ESS turning to the right 3 times. So like so, 1, 2, 3, just like that. This is the exact angle that you want to be in. You see how the bottom left corner of his shield is kind of meeting the corner of the chest right there? It's kind of what you want to see. So this is going to be the angle you want right before we do the whole bomb chew setup, which I'll explain before I do. Basically, we're going to be doing a backflip after we roll into a bomb, right over this chest, and then equipping hover boots and getting out of bounds. So to do that, we're going to pull out a bomb chew like this while holding Z. And we're going to wait for the 7th red flash and then pause. What you can do is you can get to the 7th black flash or the 7th black frame of the bomb chew and then pause, and then the trick can be proceeded from there. But it's a lot harder to time the pause on that than it is the 7th red. So what I like to do is I get to the 7th red and then pause buffer to the black. It is slower, and I mean, I am a beginner, but this is kind of a beginner's video. From there, you can make things faster yourself just by those little tiny details, but we're just going to make this basic baby easy strat. So we're at 1 right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And from the 7th red, we're going to pause, and then we're going to pause buffer to the black. Just like so. So from this, while holding Z, you're holding Z this entire time, by the way, you are going to unpause and then press A and R, so that way we roll and are pulling out our shield at the same time, and then repause again, so that way we can do some more pause buffering. So I'm going to unpause, A and R. And what I like to do is I like to hold R after I unpause and then mash A until he starts rolling and then repause. Just makes it more consistent. So from here, we're basically rolling forward, and you have buffered in a shield button. So that way he, at a certain frame, is going to pull out his shield, but we're not going to pull out his shield all the way. We're not looking for that frame. We're looking for the frame right before it. So I'm going to make a save state here, just in case. So this entire time you're pause buffering, you're holding Z and R. And I will pause buffer to the correct frame, hopefully. right here. So the bomb just explodes, and Link is kind of in this like halfway up position, and like his knees are bent. I don't even know how to explain it. Like the Matrix, Neo dodging the bullets kind of thing, you know. The frame after this, I'll show you actually. Save states. The frame after this, he's gonna pull out his shield. If I can get there. Like that. When you know you see a shield, that's when you know you went too far. And basically, if you're not practicing, you gotta start the whole trick over, unless you made a save state like I did. Just like that. Ignore that. So basically from here, that's the correct frame. Basically from here, we are going to backflip. So Z and R are still being held, but we're gonna unpause and then hold back and then I mash A, just to do a backflip. And we're gonna wait until Link is like halfway over the chest to pause again. So backflip, a little more than halfway, but it's still okay. So from here, what we're gonna do is we're gonna equip hover boots. And when we equip hover boots, basically what's gonna happen from here is he's going to slide all the way to the back corner of the room, and he's gonna clip through the corner and go out of bounds, and he's gonna slide back some more. So just to show you what that looks like, let's see. I'm gonna unpause and then let the trick proceed by itself without touching anything. It's basically what happens. But if you don't do anything, then he's gonna do exactly what he did. So what we're looking to do after this is we're going to unpause and wait for him to clip through, and then we're gonna do two inputs. We're gonna very quickly we're gonna press back on our control stick, just a little click, right? So that way he turns 180, and then we're gonna Z target. This will get him to completely do a 180 and face the other way to get the camera angle. So it's gonna look like this, right? So I know that was pretty fast, but basically I waited for him to clip through, and then I press back, and then I press Z. Now he's in this position, which after this, he's just gonna fall straight down, right? And even though he hits something, he still voids out. I don't really understand what he hits exactly. But when we're in this position, we are gonna wait for him to start falling. We're still holding Z, by the way. Right after you flick down and then press Z, we're still holding Z and then wait for him to fall right after the hover boots start to expire. So it's not really meant to be pause buffered, but let's see if I can get there. Right there. When he starts doing this animation where his like arms are up and he goes, you know, we're still holding Z, by the way. We are going to unpause and then hold up left, directly up left. And what he's gonna do is he's gonna go towards that direction. Wow. He's gonna go towards that direction, the up left direction, and he's gonna land on a platform. As soon as he lands on that platform, we're gonna hold directly left. So this is what it's gonna look like. Up left, fall, hit, and then we're gonna hit left. I was a little too late on that. So let me try this again. We're gonna unpause, up left, directly left. One more time. Oops. I didn't wait for him to fall that time, and that's what will happen if you don't. Just like that. So, this is where you're going to be after you're holding left. You're going to hover twice over the platforms. As you notice that I landed, and then I held directly left, and I went hover, hover, and then on the platform that I land on, currently, this is where you want to stop. So let me try this all again. Let's see, which one was it? This one, that one. Oops. Shit. I just messed up my save states. Hold on a second. Directly left, hover twice, and then we're on a platform. So from this, we're basically hitting the boss key door itself right here. So we're gonna unequip our hover boots and equip the Kokiri boots. And since the boss key door is directly ahead of us, the square platform that we're on has an edge that we can walk back off of, like that. And it's still ahead of us, just a little bit further. So what we're going to do is we're going to walk forward and roll into it. And then we're going to ESS to the right again. Just like so. And basically from here, Link is right here, facing his back towards us, and then the wall with the door is right about here. We are gonna back walk off the edge, and then we're gonna fall, climb up again, and then from there, we're gonna Z target and roll once, so that way we're in the center of the boss key door. Basically, I think that's right where the keyhole is. And then we're gonna side hop into it. And then from here, we're gonna pull out shield and crouch. We're gonna hold directly left, and then we're gonna crouch stab twice. This is the position that we want to be in to back walk off. And be on the very edge of the platform. Now we're going to put sword and shield away. And once we get into this position, this is where the next phase of the trick starts. The BK skip. So we're going to hold Z and pull out a bomb chew. And for this one, instead of waiting for the 7th, we're going to wait for the 3rd. Wow, my hearts are doing something weird. Oh, you can't see it because of my camera. We're going to wait for the 3rd black. And for this one, it's a lot easier to pause on just because they're slower. So 1, 2, 3. That's the 3rd black. There's a lot of other frames that you can do this. You can do this with because they go from a gradient of 5 frames from black to red, right? So it's not just deep black to deep red, it's deep black to a little bit red, to a little bit more red, to a little bit more red, to, all the way to the deep red. There's 5 frames in between there, and there's a bunch of different setups you can do, but this is by far the easiest. So as long as you learn this one, that's fine. So we're on the 3rd black right now, and I'm going to make a save state. From here, we are going to hold Z, back walk off the edge, and the bomb chew is going to go do its thing. And as soon as we back off the edge, we're going to climb straight up. So unpause, back walk, climb straight up. hold up. And when we hold up, he's going to be in this animation. From here, we let go of Z, and then we hold directly left. And he's going to be walking into the wall. And there's going to be a specific frame that we're going to look for him with his feet to roll on. So hold directly left, and now he's going towards the wall. Bomb juice coming my way. I'm going to pause buffer this just to show you which frame we're looking for. So this is the frame after. I'll show you again. So this one. I suck at pause buffering, by the way. This one. This is the first frame that this will work on. There's one more frame after this that will work. This is the one that I try to shoot for, though. Always shoot for the earliest frame, because if you fail, you want to have another frame, if that makes any sense. You want to have another frame as kind of a buffer. So when we're in this frame, and mind you that this frame and the frame after work the exact same, so I'm not going to bother explaining the other one. When we're in this frame, what we're going to do is we're going to keep holding left and buffer in a roll and then repause again. So just like so. And he's going to be in this roly-poly little animation. There's going to be another specific frame that we're looking for, which is the very first frame that he exits his roll animation and gets into the ledge clipping animation. You'll see in a second. Roll. Roll. So that was a frame late. Frame late again. I'm good at those frame lates. Oh my goodness. This one. This is going to be the frame that we're looking for right here, where he just exits his roll and enters the ledge clip frame. He's going to be in an upright position, and his hand is going to be on the wall, right? Bomb chew is going to be right below his hand when this is all lined up. So from here, this is where I got confused the most, because no one explained what to do from here. We are going to let go of left, let go of everything, and this is called the Z target ledge clip for a reason, because from here, it's not really specific on what works best, but what I like to do is I like to just mash Z. And I've noticed that it doesn't work 100% of the time, but it's kind of a feel it out sort of thing. So I'll make a save state and I'll do a couple different things just to show you. So what I usually do is I unpause, wait a little bit, and then I just mash Z. and this is what will happen. So that's what happens when you fail. This is what is going to happen when you do it correctly. Nope. This is what's going to happen when you do it correctly. So you mash Z, he retargets when you're letting go of everything, and it sends him into the boss key room, right? So the door is behind me, right there. Let's see if I can... Door is right here. And I am in the center of it basically right now. So over here is going to be the boss room. Whoops. I am lying to you. You're just gonna walk straight. Fuck. All right, so basically from here, he's in the first frame that, let's see if I can show you. Oops. All right, so basically when you get into that frame where he's just past the roll animation and just getting into the ledge clip animation, the bomb shoe is going to explode right above him, and at that time what we're going to do is we're going to mash Z. It's maybe not the best method, but it's been the most consistent for me. So I'm going to unpause and then I'm going to mash Z. And he clips into the boss room door. Just to show you one more time. He's in this position where he's in the very first frame after the roll. And sometimes it doesn't work exactly like I'll show you. When I'm mashing Z, it worked that time. But like sometimes it doesn't work and you'll void out. The mash on the Z is very time specific. So you want to wait just a hair after you unpause. So like if you unpause and directly go into mashing Z, it's kind of half and half, right? Like that. Perfect demonstration. I did the exact same thing both times, but one time it worked and one time it didn't. So what the most consistent way for me is to wait just a hair after unpausing, and then I mash sort of slowly, not as fast as I can, but like a 1, 2, 3 kind of deal. Like so. Just kind of play with it and figure out what works best for you. The Z thing was the trick that, or the part of the glitch that was holding me up the most really. So I hope that that can be explained by someone better than I can. Yeah, that's basically how you get to Bongo Bongo.